All right, welcome into the Daily Brew. This is a topic that Emily and I are pretty passionate about. Anything Love Island related. So a Pennsylvania mayor is speaking out after a new Love Island USA contestant left his job as a police officer to join the reality dating show. Bethlehem Mayor J. Reynolds says Sean Raphael resigned from the police department after the city spent thousands of taxpayer dollars on his training and police academy education. So yeah, this has been going viral. He, came on the show, said he was an officer, and then obviously the mayor posted this saying he's an officer, but we're mad at him for this.
Yes, for sure.
A little bit messy.
The thing is like, I don't know if you guys have been watching, but like he came on and he spoke so highly of police work.
Yes.
He really is painting a very positive picture of this department.
He's very passionate about it.
So it's interesting that the mayor is now going against him for it.
Yeah, it is. And I guess that his argument here is that they did spend money on him to become an officer, to get certified through this police department, and then he just threw it all away to be on Love Island. But obviously this mayor has never gotten the opportunity to be on Love Island. No. I think a lot of people would probably also throw away their career to go on this show.
Yeah,
this show also has so much virality from it and popularity that these contestants are under such a microscope that people are finding out everything that they've done in the past, that they're doing now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess for people at home, so I'll ask for you guys. So like you say, like you throw it away to be on Love Island. Like what opportunities does that come with this? Like what could be in the future? Like because now that you're on social media and you're in a pretty bright light.
I mean, every other commercial of a Love Island contestant.
I think it's just
so viral.
I think it's just a massive show that people are doing anything they can to get on the show because you're guaranteed those brand deals, you're guaranteed a career as like an influencer maybe or a celebrity after the show.
I think a lot of the people too that usually go on the show, like they introduce their jobs and they're not real jobs. But for him, he was so passionate about it. I could see him going back to it when he's off of the show. That's why it's kind of interesting that they're so charged at him.
Yeah, this season, a lot of them are really passionate about their career. Sometimes people come on and they are influencers or they, do something that maybe doesn't seem too legit as a job. There's like a nurse on there this year. There's the police officer. They just seem like people seem like they have their life together. Unlike in the past, it's been a little bit iffy. So
fingers crossed for the rest of the season. Hopefully it goes well.
We'll see what happens there. Well, a different kind of hockey is making waves, with the sport moving underwater. Nearly 100 players suited up with fins and snorkels to train for an international tournament in Dubai. While it's not your typical face-off, competitors say they're drawn by the fitness challenge and full-body workout. It's growing in the U.S. There's now more than 50 teams playing coast to coast. This is really crazy. Look at the way that they're only using their hands. Do they have sticks?
They have like little sticks, I think.
Okay.
I think they're just using their hands and mitts.
No, they have do you see like that little they have that little stick.
This doesn't look like hockey to me.
I don't know what I would call this.
To foosball, like little air hockey maybe?
Yeah, I don't know what I would call this, but I don't know if I would necessarily call it hockey.
So is there body checking in this?
Body checking underwater?
Yeah. Like, do you have like penalties? Like, is there a ref? I don't see a ref,
wow. I feel like hockey's really having a moment across the world right now with all these shows that are coming out that are related on hockey. Stanley Cup playoffs are going on right now.
And then the Olympics really.
The Olympics really spurred that forward.
Yeah, well, especially in America. I mean, it was our first gold in 46 years, and like you said, now you have the Stanley Cup, and again, another American team's going to win this year, and the Canadian team hasn't won, I think, since like 1993.
Yes.
So hockey's definitely growing, especially in cities that you wouldn't necessarily think about it. Like the two teams this year are Carolina or North Carolina, Charlotte, and Vegas, which you would not think is hockey cities.
No, not at all.
But Vegas has won recently. The Hurricanes have been in and been very good recently. So the sport is definitely growing, and for those that maybe can't play on a rink or anything, this is another alternative.
Maybe try playing underwater.
I'm not coordinated enough to be put on skates, so I think I could handle the water.
Maybe the water would be a little bit better.
I'm a great swimmer, so I think I would be a star player.
A strong swimmer.
Hockey.
Yeah, instead. Okay, moving on. A French art museum is not amused that someone stole a banana from its famous exhibit. Maurizio Cattleman's work entitled Comedian requires a fresh banana to be duct taped to the wall periodically, but several times since it was unveiled in Florida back in 2019, people have ripped the banana off the wall and eaten it. And if this all sounds absurd, I guess it's the point. So it needs to be a ripe banana. How often are they changing this banana? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if it's being changed out anyway, why are people mad that it's getting eaten? You're going to replace it anyway.
I'm curious how it's getting stolen. I feel like they usually have pretty secure security in museums like this. How is someone going in there and just ripping it off the wall?
You're just like kind of looking around, be like, is it? Just feel it.
Yeah, I've had a hard time kind of, art and kind of making meaning of art. That one I don't really get at all. But I guess, like we said, that's the point. That it's a banana taped to the wall.
It's supposed to like make fun of some
of art.
Yes.
But I think when it first happened, I think someone paid like $75,000 for it. So what are we doing? It's a banana, guys.
It's a banana. Banana.
You know what they're probably doing? They're money laundering, but that's another topic for another day. You don't spend money on that for no reason. Come on now.
All right, we'll be right back.